Can Amadeus Cho, the totally awesome Hulk, survive Planet Hulk? Let's find out in The Incredible Hulk 709. So as the comic opens up, we catch up with Amadeus Cho, who of course has put himself in isolation. He wants nothing to do with what's been going on. He is essentially worried that since he is the strongest one there is, if something was to happen like a blackout and for some reason the Hulk goes into rage, he doesn't want to be responsible for all the collateral damage. And while this is happening, we see a distress call that reaches the Hulk. As it turns out, the Hulk has a spaceship and he is going to follow this distress call. Where exactly? And as luck would have it, this signal is coming from Sakaar. As a thunderous crack opens up above Sakaar, we see the ship come crashing down and the Hulk emerge. And right upon taking his first step, he is hit with a spear. Due to the journey, the Hulk has been very weakened, and it would turn out that the spear that he was hit with actually included a translator, so now he can understand the local people. Maira, who is the leader of these people, is quick to celebrate the Hulk's return and for accepting their beacon of hope, saying she's glad to have him back, the man who freed the slaves, the Empire, who overthrew the Red King. And they are quick to just sidestep over and catch us up with what's been happening on the planet. And what's been happening isn't all that good. The warlord of Sakaar has decided that everybody needs to fight, and they figured who would be better than the champion of Sakaar, the strongest one there is. And this is where they let us know what's happened since the Hulk left Sakaar. Essentially everything went downhill. All the different warlords and warring factions all wanted to become the new ruler of the planet, up until the warlord took over. So what exactly does the warlord want from everybody? Well, you have to run the gauntlet. If you lose, you become a slave. If you survive, you've lived another day to try it all again tomorrow. It is literally survival of the fittest. Over the course of the rest of the day and night, we see that the Hulk has to get outfitted. He needs a new battle armor. After that, he goes to Maira, who is giving an encouraging, you can say, spell/speech to bring everybody's hopes up. And she's quick to point out to the Hulk that this is all down on him. If he loses, their days are numbered and all of their deaths are on his hands. We then go over to the Warlord's Tower, where we see that a bunch of gruesome executions and death is about to happen. But behold, our champion is here. As the gauntlet begins, we see that the Warlord is a giant, towering red monster. And the Hulk is certainly going to have his word cut out for him. And this is where we see a giant battle within the gladiatorial arena. The Hulk is having none of their crap. Literally, they're just throwing anything they can at him. Motorbikes? Check. Other dead corpses? Check. And it is quite a battle to see. We then see that Amadeus is worried about exactly what the comic opened up with. If he lets Hulk take the driver's seat, physically and mentally within his brain, this is going to be bad. And unfortunately, the Hulk does end up taking over, and damage is going to get really bad. The Incredible Hulk number 709 is a comic that is back to form. And what's really great about it is the fact that even if you haven't been reading the Hulk because you're not a fan of Amadeus Cho or anything like that, it's very easy to pick up, understand who he is, what his fears are, and why he's back on Sakaar. The art is absolutely beautiful with a few great variant covers I just had to get. If you're a fan of the Hulk, this is definitely something you're going to want to get in, and Marvel Legacy is off to a great start so far. I would give this comic an 8 out of 10.